Hello, children. It is me, Alejandro de la Vega, otherwise known as Zorro, the Fox. I am a champion of people all over the world. My trademark is carving a Z on the bad guys' butts. Z for Zorro. I've come to you to read a story today. I hope you like it. Otherwise, let's get started, shall we? This one is called Rusty and Me. Rusty and me have been friends forever. He is a big old school bus that used to be a school bus. He's a big old bus that used to be a school bus. I saw him once in a car yard and it was love at first sight. Rusty isn't perfect. His seats are all worn on the inside from taking many, many happy butts from home to school. The windows are scratched and his hubcaps too, because the road to school is bumpy and has lots of gravel. His paint has also seen better days. Rusty says I'm a bit the same as him. That's why we're friends. My knee is scratched from playing football, and I'm missing a tooth or two. My hair isn't always cut perfect. I sure have changed since I was a perfect little baby. Just like Rusty is a lot less yellow than he used to be. But all the changes have been from doing fun things on the bus, like playing outside and getting bigger, just like Rusty's are from taking lots of happy kids all around the city and the place. One day I'll be a man, and Rusty will be Rusty. Maybe even a little more rusty than he is now. Anyway, this story is about something that happened to Rusty and me. One day we were driving through town and we saw this really nice car zoom through. It was shiny and new looking and had clean upholstery and fresh tires. The little red car stopped beside us. "Hey," it said, "I'm Stan. I don't come from around here. I seem to be a bit lost. Do you know where the library is?" Excuse me. Rusty and I knew where the library was because it was right next to the school. We told that little red car, and he gave a toot and zoomed away. "He's a nice looking car," said Rusty. I didn't know that when he was sad. I didn't know that he was looking at that red car, clean, shiny paint, and soft, clean seats, and was wishing he looked a bit more like that. We kept driving around towards town, always like we do. We put on our favorite song and sang that song at the tops of our voices. We always like singing while we're driving. Rusty seemed really happy when I was happy, and I thought he was too. But that night, while I was sleeping, Rusty was thinking about that little red shiny car again, and how different it was to him. The next morning, it was bright and sunny. "Do you want to go to the beach?" At first, Rusty gave his side mirrors a little flap when he seemed to remember something and said sadly, "No, I think I'll stay around here." I loved Rusty and thought he would be just a little tired. "No problem," I said. "I can go to the beach by myself." And so I set out, starting to walk along the road towards the beach. But almost as soon as I started walking, that shiny new red car glided up beside me. "Hey, where are you going?" said Stan. He was really friendly. "I'm going to the beach," I told him. "Hey, that sounds fun. Can I come?" he said. I was about to say yes, then suddenly I thought of Rusty. "I'll come if my friend Rusty can come," I told him. Rusty suddenly realized that I loved him no matter what his color or paint was. And from that moment, I would not leave Rusty's side, even if our new friend was red, blue, or a tiger. And he wanted to spend the day with us, and we did too. The three of us went out and had a great time. Stan got a tiny dent in his car park, and when someone accidentally banged his door with theirs. But nobody cared about that. Well, children, that's the end. I have a couple of questions. The boy and his story are good friends. How do you think Rusty feels when the new car wants to be friends with them both? Well, children, I'll leave that question for you. Until then, it's it for Alejandro de la Vega. Be kind to yourself and each other, and make good decisions. Until next time, caballeros, take care.